Hello, how are you? Welcome. This is Girl with Experience. Welcome to stream. Wait. I forgot to update. Okay, perfect. Welcome to stream. I hope you are well. I am well. I'm hyped. I'm chilling. Oh, what have I done today? Ah, oh, today was crazy town. Good morning, President. I hope you're well. Um, today was crazy. I did something that I have not done in such a long time. You know what I did today? I'm gonna let you guess. I'm gonna let you guess first, if you would like to guess. It was crazy stuff. Okay, skydiving. Yes, that is no, that's not what I did today. It's really not that. It's really not that crazy. I exercised today. That's a big deal for me. I went to the gym today. A friend of mine invited me and was like, "Hey, you've been saying you want to work out," and I'm like, "Yeah, I have been saying I want to work out." And then we went to the gym together. I was like, "Dope. Let's do this." And now my body is shaking, and my body has been shaking all day because I went to the gym. Now, I have made a lot of rookie mistakes. So I used to work out a lot more than I do now. When I was in university, I used to work out a lot. And then whenever I moved from university, I would work out a lot at home. And then as soon as I moved to Korea, I stopped working out because gym memberships here are like wildly expensive. It's like $100 a month anywhere you go. Well, no, $100 a month in the city. Outside of the city, it's still like 50 or 60 bucks. I'm working on it, Real Enigma. Honestly, I haven't been drinking water. I didn't eat before I went to the gym. I didn't eat after I went to the gym. I just had a sandwich. I I ate tiramisu after I went to the gym. I didn't have breakfast. Yeah, I know. I'm like really slaying it today. um I'm really just not doing it properly. Yeah, I didn't eat until like 20 minutes ago. And yeah, I haven't been drinking water. I haven't been drinking water, period, though. I haven't really been hydrating. But it's for a great reason. It's because I haven't done my dishes in like a week and I am avoiding my kitchen like the plague. Yeah, it's great. It's really yeah, I know. I really need to make sure that I'm eating properly and able to like have some upkeep on all of this other stuff because otherwise it's just not gonna benefit me at all and it's just gonna make me not go back and it's gonna make my body upset. But yeah, I had some food. We're good. No, I yeah, that's potentially gonna happen. Real Enigma, you seem to know a lot about exercise. You should tell me how you have so much exercise knowledge because I have none. Well, I have a little bit. I know a little bit about how to again, I used to exercise a lot. I used to um do all of this stuff. What's up, Lorenzo? Welcome to chat. Oh my gosh. I know, early XP, like for real. It's been really nuts. Ah, I see. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, Enigma. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Uh so yeah, I worked out today. That was the big thing today. Uh girl with exercise. Yes. So yeah, my neck hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I have a very sensitive shoulder, and I did arms today, and I completely forgot about it. I've had it since forever. And yeah, I remember the first time I ever worked out as a child. I was maybe like 12 or 13, and we had access to the YMCA gym because there was what is it? There was like a weightlifting area in the YMCA. And so I would go to the YMCA for summer camp, and whenever I was there for summer camp, I would work out in the gym because we had access to it. And I remember doing the one that kind of looks like this. Like I can do this one, but it's the one where you have to like pull it in and then do this because it really like puts a lot of emphasis on this area. And like I did it, and I did I don't know, like I did one set of like I think it was of 10, and there was little to no weight on it because I just wanted to see like how much I could push, whatever. And like it was sore for the rest of the day, and I completely forgot about it. And today I was doing like this weird, it wasn't like a chest press, but it was something where you're at like a 45-degree angle laying down, and you're pushing, but it almost is like you're pushing up this way. And like even doing that now without any weight, it kind of hurts my shoulder because I don't know, like it wasn't hurting whenever I started doing it, but after doing 3 sets of it, it was like I was dead. And yeah, my shoulders hurt really bad, so I'm not gonna do that ever again. Right? Yeah. I'm building my hill hunches. That's what I'm gonna call it, the hill hunch bench. That's what I'm calling it. But yeah, it was a lot, and so I'm just hoping that I'm not too sore for the rest of the week, at least here, because it hurts really bad. Um, I don't really have weak joints or shoulder. Like I mean, my shoulders can carry weight. Again, it's just I can't do that physical movement, or else it brings me a lot of pain. But I would say also, I have like really weak knees. But it was funny because I went to my doctor about it, and she was like, "It's because your hamstrings are really weak." And I said, "Oh," because I had this problem where anytime I would work out my legs, the backs of my knees would get really sore, and like it would make it really hard to walk. She was just like, "Yeah, your hamstrings are just really, really bad." I know, right, Lorenzo? Yeah, I can't fight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my muscles. I think I need to see a doctor about it or something. I don't know uh, what's up, but something's up, and it's a problem. But yeah, it was good. It was nice to go back to the gym, and I want to start working on myself again in that kind of way because I want to preserve my body. It's not really about getting jacked, getting ripped. Um, yeah, that's true. President, I've heard a lot about people who really enjoy swimming. I suck at swimming. I can only swim if I'm in like a dire situation where I like have to go. It's either like drown or survive. I've also heard acupuncture is amazing. My grandmother, it's amazing. My grandmother is like, she swears by acupuncture. She's like, yeah, I tried acupuncture once. I go like every month. And I'm like, oh, okay. Great. Yeah, she loves it. Exactly, Lorenzo. That's exactly what I should do. But the thing is, I'm not near a body of water, so that's a little bit difficult. But I think there are pools that are in the area. Hello, Money. Welcome to chat. Um, so I am excited that we're finally doing that. What is the tantrum about? Money, thank you for asking, because that's a great transition into Taming of the Shrew. Yes, Korea is a peninsula, but the thing is, I'm literally like in the middle of the peninsula, Lorenzo. I am in the middle of the 2 coasts, and it takes me like 2 hours to get to the ocean on either side, if not more. Well, it takes me 2 hours to get to the closer side, even though I am in the middle. Here, let's see. How can I draw Korea? Oh, I have my whiteboard. Okay. So let me draw Korea and show you. And then if anybody from Korea is watching, don't get offended because I am bad at drawing. What's up, Punk? I know, early stream. Oh yeah, so the reason I'm doing a stream early is because I was invited to a birthday party. It's not a birthday party that I'm throwing this time. Last time I was throwing a surprise birthday party. Today I was just invited to a birthday party. So I'm streaming early because I want to go early so that I can leave early, so that I can wake up early tomorrow because I have I have class in the morning. That's why. Okay. So this is Korea. Okay. So I'm going to draw the border here. It's probably wrong. But this is for, I think it's actually higher than this, but it's fine. I'll draw it like here. Okay, anyway. I know, I agree, Real. Like, honestly, morning class sucks, but it's fine. So, okay, if we have Korea here, Seoul is like here. But like maybe a little bit off to the side. It's like more like here. What's up, OTF? It's not history class. Okay, but yeah, it's like here. So if this is Seoul, this is like Incheon, this is Busan. But yeah, it takes like 2 hours to get here. And this is the thing, like, this is the ocean. But nobody swims in this ocean. Like, you don't go swimming here. You have to go to this ocean. This is the good ocean, the ocean everybody wants to swim in. And that's why people go to Busan, is because they go swimming there. And it's warmer there, even though it's summer, so it's like hot everywhere. But yeah, no one really swims in this area. As far as I know, people only swim in this area. And it's a good surfing area. So if you like surfing, you should travel to Korea and go here, and then you can go surfing here. That'd be... People like surfing. Okay. So... Ah, yes, Lorenzo, the sport of your people. Okay. Yes, it's so hot in summer and so cold in winter. Oh my gosh. Winter is, but the thing is, I have no tolerance for winter, so that's why. Okay, so welcome to Taming of the Shrew. This is Taming of the Shrew. This is why I brought up the idea of a tantrum. So yesterday, if you are familiar, what happened was Petruchio got back to his house after marrying Katerina, and he got back and was just like, yo, Grumio, why is nothing set up at my house? Why are all of the servants like not ready for me to arrive? I sent you here before me so that you could make sure that everybody was prepared and ready to go. And Grumio's like, I'm sorry, I'm just a lowly peasant. And Petruchio is just like throwing a tantrum at all of his servants and is just like, guys, why are you literally doing nothing right? And then he's also talking to Katerina, the woman he just married, really condescendingly. He's just like, Katerina, sit down, please. Like, and then everybody else. Well, no, he's talking to her gently. Did I say condescendingly? I don't remember. Okay, he's speaking to her and just being like, oh, please sit. Yeah, have a nice time. And then he turns to his servants and is just like, dude, this mutton sucks. And then he'll turn back to her and be like, please, just relax. Then he'll turn and he'll be like, guys, can we get a wash basin in here? I'm covered in mud. And so that's basically what happened, is that he like threw a tantrum, and then he was just like, Katerina, we're going to the bridal suite or whatever. I don't remember what he called it. I'm trying to remember. Okay, it would have been before his whatever it's called. Whatever. Bridal chamber. That's what he called it, not bridal suite. Okay. So, sorry, the mic is really freaking me out. So I'm going to move the mic because every time I move, the pigtail gets closer to the mic. So I'm going to move it. Okay, moved. So then there's a scene with Lucentio. Well, that's the thing, Lorenzo, is like he's throwing this tantrum and whatever. And Kate's just like, dude, what are you doing? And Lucentio's just like, or not Lucentio, Petruccio's just like, let's go! Right, I know Lorenzo, right? He's trying to bang, but she's just like, dude, I'm not, I don't want to do this. You just like yelled at everyone in your house. That's disrespectful. And I'm like, yeah, nothing, nothing gets a woman hotter and heavier than yelling at your servants. Like, what? I don't know. It just seems dumb. Okay, so then scene 2, yeah, right. Okay, so Lucentio and Hortensio, right? They're both pretending to be tutors for Bianca, and Tranio, who's undercover as Lucentio, is talking to Hortensio, and he's just like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" And then Hortensio's like, "Bro, guys, I have to tell you something. I am Hortensio." And Tranio's like, "Oh, wow, so crazy." And then he's like, "Look, I'm not pursuing Bianca anymore, and you shouldn't either, because guess what? She's pursuing her literature teacher." And he's like, "Oh, no, really?" And then, so Hortensio kind of like stomps off and is just like, I'm so sad that this woman doesn't want to pursue me. I'm gonna go find another woman who appreciates me, who has like a dead husband or something, and I'm her second husband. Blah, 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 you know, so he's upset that he didn't get Bianca. He's like, I'm not gonna chase a woman for looks anymore. I just want her to appreciate me. And I'm like, you know what? Fair, Hortensio. If that's what you take away from this, great. It's not. It's not about love at first sight. Wait until she opens her mouth first, because you might not like what comes out of it. Could be a frog. Could be bees. It could be a fidget spinner. XP's wisdom of the day, of the week. So yeah, then Tranio goes up to them and is just like, yo guys, okay, Hortensio's out of the race. And Bianca's like, huzzah! Lucentio, we can finally be together forever. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I am dead by the fact that Punk, I'm dead by the fact that you said it is the best way to impress a date by like yelling at service people. Like, oh my god. I have to say it's such an unattractive thing for somebody to be super rude to a service person. Um, I've never had it happen personally where somebody's super rude to somebody who is serving, or like to someone who is serving us, the hypothetical other person that is there with me. But Lorenzo, I never dated Derek. I told you this. It's such a red flag. So I used to be a hostess at a restaurant. I used to be a chip girl at a Mexican restaurant, and I was a bar waitress for like 3 days and never got paid. Um it is not an American trait. Yeah, hostess with the mostest. I worked at a Steak and Shake. That was my first ever job. I was a hostess at Steak and Shake. So I had to like be a cashier and also sit people down and also like make the kids meal toy packs, and also what else did I do? I also had to serve at the bar. It was terrible. Terrible job. I also yeah, right, and kill vampires. I had to like, I just had to keep the fort down the whole time. Whatever, I also had to bus, but the thing is, like, half the time the waitresses would bus, but when there was no one there, they wouldn't bus the tables. And I was like, dude, no one is here. You clean the tables when everyone is here, but you don't want to clean the table when nobody's here? And then, so because I'm spiteful and because I'm terrible and because I'm such a team player, I don't like touching dirty dishes, but it's just like kind of gross. And plus, people at Steak and Shake are questionable when they eat things. I don't know. I've seen really nasty stuff, and it's open 24/7. So it's the kind of place that drunk people go. It's the kind of place that old people go. It's the kind of place that children go to. Like normal people don't go to Steak and Shake 99% of the time. It's normally like the most odd NPC random. Like I would go like once in a blue moon, but like there would also be the women that are like, I have a coupon for a thing I didn't eat and I'm going to complain if it doesn't go through. And it's like 50 cents. I'm like, dude, it's 50 cents. And I would have to get my manager. And then they would get a $5 coupon because I couldn't put it through. And then as soon as I have to charge the coupon, I have to get my manager again because I'm not allowed to give out coupons. It's so good. It's so legendary. It's so great. It was a great job. I quit that job. I quit that job to be a chip girl at a Mexican restaurant. Okay. Anyway, in conclusion, I can talk about my previous jobs in a different stream. If you want, I can do a job stream where I talk about all of the jobs that I've had. I probably had like 15 jobs and they're all really random. I was a COVID tester at one point. I was a Disney princess at some point. Like not for Disney, but I was a Disney princess at kids' birthday parties. And also Spider-Man. What else did I do? I worked I worked for Burning Man for a little bit. I work in Korea now. I've done a lot of things. It's weird. It's like a weird right. Exactly, Kermies. I have the strangest resume. And the thing is, like, I'll cut off all of the stuff that's like food service most of the time now because I'm just like nobody cares that I did this. I was a librarian, but the thing is nobody's surprised by this because everybody says that I look like a librarian, especially if I wear glasses. People are like, "You look like such a librarian," and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means to look like a librarian because when I hear that I look like a librarian, what I think of when I think of a librarian is like a lady who sits at a desk and like never moves from the desk, like doesn't want to stand up and then doesn't want to help you find anything. She's like, this is a card that has the number that is your book. I'm not standing up to help you find this book. Also, Sergeant Baker, welcome to chat. Welcome to stream. But no, I wasn't a traditional librarian. I was a music librarian. So I was in charge of like ordering and making sure that sheet music was in order in the music library. So it wasn't even a book library, it was a music library. So much cooler. And it wasn't like vinyl, it was just sheet music. Okay. So, yes, I agree. I agree, Camise. I agree completely. That's exactly how it should be. Okay. So, I really need some chapstick. I'm so sorry. I am the kind of person that chronically just has dry lips throughout the entire year. It does not matter what season it is. So I'm gonna put some on real quick, and then we're actually gonna read. I promise. I can read. I can read books. It's just I get caught off, or I get distracted really easily. I also I have socialized today. Yes, I had tea this morning with someone. Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Well, it's fine. My microphone died. It's okay. Whatever. Things happen. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I felt like Ariel for a moment. I was like, oh wow, I am the Little Mermaid. Thank you for telling me, Punk. I appreciate it. Okay. So last thing that happened in the scene. I'll charge my mic while we're doing this, and then we can go back to using it in a little bit. Right. I do go. My grandmother's Italian. That's why I do this a lot. But yeah. So last thing that happened in the scene. So Tranio and the pedant were speaking, and Tranio's just like, "Hey, dude, look. I don't think you're illegally in this area, okay? So I want you to do me a favor." And the pedant's like, "Oh, oops. Okay." And then Tranio's just like, "I want you to go undercover as my friend over here, Lucentio. Can you do that? And then, like, that way, like, you guys kind of look alike, even though they don't look alike. You guys kind of look alike, and I want you to go undercover as him for, like, a couple of months. Okay?" And he's like, "All right." And then that's it. That's the entire conversation. Okay, so today we're going to do scene 3 and scene 4. Also, yeah, feel free. Lurkers are totally fine, Akshay. So, yeah, totally fine. Okay, so let's pour some water from the Brita and get started. ASMR. We haven't done Brita in ASMR in a while. Okay. So, scene 3. We are in the hall of Petruccio's house in the countryside, okay? So we're back at Petruccio's place. We're so excited. We love Petruccio. We love him. Okay. So Caterina and Grumio come in, and Grumio says, no, forsooth, I dare not for my life. Okay, so Grumio's about to be like, he's saying no to something, and I am curious what Caterina is going to say. Caterina says, "The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. What, did he marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my father's door upon entreaty have a present alms. If not, elsewhere they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat, giddy for lack of sleep, with oaths keep waking, and with brawling fed. And that which spites me more than all these wants, he does it under name of perfect love, as who should say, if I should eat or sleep, 'twere deadly sickness, or else present death, I prithee go, and get me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food." So, okay, if you remember, Petruccio said in his final monologue in scene 1 of Act 4, this act that we're reading now, he was like, "I am going to starve her and make her as sleep-deprived as possible so that she, like, is essentially starved into submission and becomes this, like, obedient, lovely wife all of a sudden." And so essentially Caterina's like, "Grumio, you need to get me food or else I'm going to become deathly ill or actually just die of hunger because I haven't eaten in days, I haven't slept in days, and this is a problem." And Grumio's like, "I'm not allowed to do that." And Grumio says, "What say you to a neat's foot?" And Caterina says, "'Tis passing good, I prithee let me have it." And Grumio says, "I fear it is too caloric a meat. How say you to a fat tripe, finely broiled?" And Caterina says, "I like it well, good Grumio, fetch it me." Grumio, "I cannot tell. I fear 'tis caloric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?" Caterina, "A dish that I do love to feed upon." So Grumio keeps listing all of these food, and he's just like, "Oh, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I should get you a different meat. Like it just seems like a little too fatty, or it seems like a little too, right?" And Grumio says, "Aye, but the mustard is too hot a little." Caterina, "Why then the beef, and let the mustard rest." Grumio, "Nay, then I will not. You shall have the mustard, or else you get no beef of Grumio." Caterina, "Then both, or one, or anything thou wilt." And Grumio says, "Why then the mustard without the beef?" Caterina says, "Go, get thee gone, thou false deluding slave." And she hits him. him. So yeah, Grumio is just like coming up with all of these things, and he's just like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this, whatever. Like, maybe I can get the meat, maybe I can get the mustard. I don't know, man. I just, whatever. And Katerina's like, you tease. Grumio, are you kidding me right now? Like, you keep saying that you're gonna get me some food, or you keep saying that you're gonna get me something. And it's just like, hello, True Orge, welcome to chat. But yeah, so, yeah, essentially, Katerina's just like, dude, help me out here. Okay? Like, come on. So, yeah, she hits him and says, that feedest me with the very name of meat. Sorrow on thee and all the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery. Go! Get thee gone, I say. Yeah, she is. She needs a Snickers. I'm dead. Yeah, she's really upset. Well, okay, she's hangry punk, but at the same time, again, she hasn't eaten in days. Like, he's actually starving this woman to death. Which is just, like, such a crappy thing to do. It's so justified. Like, she's not even hangry. She's just starving. Ah. So then Petruchio comes in, bearing food on a dish with Hortensio. Why is Hortensio at his house? And Petruchio says, how fares my Kate? What sweeting all amourt? And Hortensio says, mistress, what cheer? And Katerina says, faith, as cold as can be. And Petruchio says, pluck up thy spirits, look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, thou seest how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. So Petruchio's just like, oh, cheer up, come on. I brought you food myself. My servants didn't even bring it. And you treat me like this? Come on, eat. So then he sets the dish down and she eats hungrily. He says, I am sure, sweet Kate, this kindness merits thanks. What? Not a word. Nay then, thou lovest not. And all my pains assorted to no proof. So Petruchio's just like, oh, you're not even going to say thank you to me? Really? I'm waiting. Nothing? Okay. And then he takes the plate away. And he says, here, take away this dish. And Katerina says, I pray you, let it stand. Petruchio says, the poorest service is repaid with thanks. And so shall mine before you touch the meat. And Katerina says, I thank you, sir. And then he replaces the dish. And Hortensio says, Signor Petruchio, fie, you are to blame. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear you company. I'm putting this on the scroll. If you understand, you understand. If you don't understand, you don't understand. And you know what? That's fine. Okay. I know, right? True, like, right, Alexandro? It's ridiculous. So, thanks for the follow, Alexandro. Okay. So then Hortensio says, Signor Petruchio. Oh yeah, so he sits down to eat with her and he starts eating off of her plate. Which honestly, Hortensio, like, I get that you're trying to do a nice thing, but at the same time, it's like, are you doing a nice thing if you're eating her food? And so Petruchio says to the side, I'll do the other arm because that hurts. Okay. Eat it all up. Eat it up all, Hortensio. If thou lovest me, much good do it unto my gentle heart. And then he says, Kate, eat apace. And now, my honey love, we will return unto thy father's house and revel it as bravely as the best, with silken coats and caps and golden rings, with ruffs and cuffs and fardingales and things, with scarves and fans and double change of bravery, with amber bracelets, beads, and all this knavery. What? Hast thou dined? The tailor stays with thy leisure to deck thy body with its ruffling treasure. So Petruchio's just like, Hortensio, eat as much food as you can, because honestly, I don't want Kate to have enough food to feel satiated. And then he's just like, hey, Kate, don't eat too much. You know, I don't want to have to get the tailor to let out your pants. Like, let out your, well, not pants, she's not wearing pants. She's not a woman in pants. I don't want to have to get the tailor to, like, let out your clothes because you ate too much, right? But the tailor is there, and he brought in a gown for her, and he's just like, come, tailor, let us see these ornaments. Lay forth the gown. So yeah, he's not insulting her, but okay, he's just like, look. He's just like, look, Kate, chill out, slow down, eat as much as you want. We're gonna go back to your dad's house, okay? And we're gonna wear really nice things, and we're gonna look really good, okay? Because you need to show that, like, you seem like you're being taken care of, okay? This is to save my butt. And so yeah, so the tailor is there to, like, give her a dress, whatever, okay? And so the tailor comes in, has the gown, and he's just like, okay, come, tailor, let us see these ornaments, lay forth the gown. Okay, so then the tailor puts the gown, he's just like, here it is. Ta-da! Ha ha ha. Make the gown dance. Make the gown sway. Look at the ornaments. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it pretty? Okay, so enter a haberdasher holding a cap. And Petruchio says this, right? Okay, there was a page turn. Petruchio says, what news with you, sir? And the haberdasher says, here is the cap your worship did bespeak. And Petruchio says, why, this is molded on a porringer, a velvet dish, fie, 'tis lewd and filthy, why, 'tis a cockle, or a walnut shell, a knack, a toy, a trick, a baby's cap, away with it. Come, let me have a bigger. So, the haberdasher is just like, okay, here's this hat that I made. Haha. This is the hat that you wanted. And Petruchio is just like, ugh, this is horrible. I want a bigger hat for Katerina. And Katerina says, I'll have no bigger. This doth fit the time, and gentle women wear such caps as these. Wear such caps as these. And Petruchio says, when you are gentle, you shall have one too, and not till then. So Petruchio is just like, oh yeah, I had this hat made for you, but you have to chill out, or else you don't get a hat. You don't get a cool hat. And then Hortensio says to the side, that will not be in haste. And Katerina says, why, sir, I trust I may have leave to speak. And speak I will. I am no child, no babe. Your betters have endured me, say my mind. And if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart concealing it will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the uttermost, as I please in words. So Katerina's just like, I'm not a child. Okay. Katerina's like, I'm not a child. Why are you treating me like one? Why are you controlling everything that I'm doing? I don't understand why you're treating me as such. It's annoying. I'm tired of it. That's so real. It's so relatable and I hate it. Sorry, I had a relationship at some point where the person that I was dating would say to me, they were like, you remind me of a child. And I got to the point where I was like, I am not a child. I'm an adult. Like, this was when I was dating somebody in my adulthood. They were like, yeah, you remind me of a child. Like, It wasn't even just the fact that I was curious or things like that, but they would just treat me like I was so much younger than them. And I got to the point where I just like erupted in anger and was like, I am not a child. Stop treating me like one. I am not a child. Like, say things to my face. Tell me things. You don't have to say it in like a nicely manufactured way. Just tell me what's happening. Because that's what I need. And so this for me was just like, oh shit. Sorry. Because that was what I said, is I was just like, I am not a child. I said it exactly like that. So the fact that she just said, I am no child, is like, damn. I get it, Katarina. I get it. Okay. All right. This is water. You saw me pour it out of the Brita, so it is actually water. Okay. Okay. So Petruchio says, why, thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap, a custard coffin, a bauble, a silken pie. I love thee well, in that thou likest it not. Katerina, love me or love me not. I like the cap, and it I will have, or I will have none. So Petruchio's just like, you're right, you're not a child. But the thing is, if you like me, then you don't like the hat. And Katerina's like, look, I don't care if you love me or not. I like the hat, okay? And you know what? I love you, fine, but I also like the hat. So you know what? Either I'm gonna have the hat or I'm not gonna have anything. Okay? And Petruchio's like, thy gown? Why, aye, come tailor, let us see it. So the haberdasher leaves. So I guess the whole time the tailor's been like setting out the dress or something. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how it works. I'm not a tailor. And he's like, oh, mercy God, what masking stuff is here? What's this? A sleeve? It is like a demi-cannon. What? Up and down, carved like an apple tart? Here, snip and nip and cut and slish and slash, like to a censer of a barber's shop. Why, what a devil's name, tailor. Callest thou this? So essentially, Petruchio's like, what is this? This is an atrocity. And Hortensio to the side says, I see she's like to have neither cap nor a gown. And the tailor says, you bid me make it orderly and well according to the fashion and the time. Petruchio, marry and did. But if you remembered, I did not bid you mar it to the time. Go, hop me over every kennel home. For you shall hop without my custom, sir. I'll none of it. Hence, make your best of it. Again, I get that he's trying to be ridiculous and comical. Punk, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to like him right now. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is totally fine. It's whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Okay. Here. Let me see if I can turn the mic back on. I think it's charged for long enough. Okay. Put that back on. Boop. Boop. Alright. That should be good. Alright. So. We're back. Got that HD sound. Yeah, he's toxic, man. Ugh. Gross. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, he's just like, Taylor, take back your dress. I don't like it. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want it. Okay? Okay. So then Katerina comes in. And she's just like, I never saw a better fashioned gown, more quaint, more pleasing, nor more commendable. Nor more commendable. The accent on the O is so good. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me. And Petruchio says, why true, he means to make a puppet of thee. And Taylor says, she says your worship means to make a puppet of her. So Petruchio's like, yeah, he does mean to make a puppet of you. And the Taylor's like, no. No, the other mic shouldn't be on still. Hold on, let me double check. No, it's not on. We're all good. No worries. All is good, punk, but thank you for checking. Okay. Yes, exactly. I think it's because this one's a little bit louder and a little bit clearer, whereas this one it sounds like it's a little bit further away. That's all. Okay, so yeah, the Taylor's just like, no. Petruchio. Haha. Love you, bud. But she doesn't mean I'm making a puppet out of her. She means you're making a puppet out of her, okay? Again, she's saying you're treating me like a puppet, you're treating me like a kid. What the heck are you doing? What's up, Light? Welcome to chat. One of my favorite lurkers. Okay. So then Petruchio says, oh, monstrous arrogance! Thou liest, thou thread, thou thimble, thou yard, 3/4 half yard, 1/4 nail, thou flea, thou knit, thou winter cricket, thou, braved in mine own house with a skein of thread? Away, thou rag, thou quantity, thou remnant, or I shall be so bemeet thee with thy yard, as thou shalt think on prating, whilst thou livest. I tell thee, that thou hast marred her gown. So Petruchio's just like, Petruchio's so bad at like these comebacks. Thou flea, thou knit, thou winter cricket, thou. And he's just like, say, thou liest, thou thread, thou thimble, thou yard, 3/4 half yard, 1/4 nail. Like what? What are you saying, Petruchio? This is so dumb. He's just calling him anything he can think of. He's trying to insult him, and he's just like, Taylor, get out of here. And Taylor says, your worship is deceived. The gown is made, just as my master had direction. Grumio gave order how it should be done. And Grumio said, I gave him no order. I gave him the stuff. And Taylor said, but how did you desire it should be made? And Grumio says, marry, sure, with needle and thread. And Taylor says, but did you not request to have it cut? And Grumio says, thou hast faced many things. And Taylor says, I have. And Grumio says, face me not. Thou hast braved many men, brave not me. I will neither be faced nor braved. I say unto thee, I bid thy master cut out the gown, but I did not bid him cut it to pieces. Ergo, thou liest. And Taylor says, why, here is a note of the passion to testify. Petruchio says, read it. I love it. Grumio gave the Taylor the order, and Grumio's just like, I didn't say anything. And Taylor's like, I did it. I did exactly what you told me to do, and I have the receipts. I love it. I have the receipts. And Grumio says, the note lies in its throat, if he say I said so. And Taylor says, and he reads, imprimis, a loose-bodied gown. And Grumio says, master, if I ever said loose-bodied gown, sew me in the skirts of it, and beat me to death with a bottom of brown thread. I said, a gown, I'm... That's going on the... It's going on the scroll. I love it. Okay. So essentially, Grumio's just like, look, if I ever wrote loose-bodied gown, I want you to tie me in this dress that you see before you and beat me to death. Okay? And he's like, I said gown. And Petruchio says, proceed, Taylor. He's saying that to the tailor. The tailor, he says, with a small compassed cape. And Grumio says, I confess the cape. Taylor, with a trunk sleeve. Grumio, I confess 2 sleeve. Taylor, the sleeves curiously cut. Petruchio, aye, there's the villainy. Grumio, and then Grumio turns to the tailor, and he says, Error in the bill, sir. Error in the bill. I commanded the sleeves should be cut out and sewed up again. And that I'll prove upon thee, though my little finger be armed in a thimble. And Taylor says, this is true that I say, and I had thee in place where thou shouldst know it. Grumio says, I am for thee straight. Take thou the bill, give me thy meat yard, and spare not me. So Grumio's just like, I promise this isn't what I said. I know it's on the receipts, and I'm really sorry, Petruchio, but I promise it's not true. I didn't do it. I'm dead. And Hortensio says, God of mercy, Grumio, and he shall have no odds. And Petruchio says, well, sir, in brief, the gown is not for me. Grumio, you are in the right, sir. 'Tis for my mistress. Petruchio turns to the tailor and says, go, take it up unto thy master's use. And Grumio says, villain. He also says to the tailor, villain, not for thy life, take up my mistress's gown for thy master's use. And Petruchio says to Grumio, why, sir, what's your conceit in that? And Grumio says, oh, sir, the conceit is deeper than you think for. Take up my mistress's gown for his master's use. Oh, fie. So essentially Grumio's just like, look, just adjust it, please. Please just adjust it so that Petruchio is okay with it, okay? I'm sorry. So Petruchio says to the side, Hortensio, say thou wilt see the tailor paid. And then he turns to the tailor and says, go take it hence, be gone, and say no more. And Hortensio says to the side, oh, tailor, I'll pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness at this hasty words. Away, I say, commend me to thy master. So Petruchio's just like, God, I'm hoping Hortensio is going to pay for this dress, because I don't want to pay for this dress. And then, yeah, he's just like, tailor, get out. I don't want this. And then Hortensio says to the side, he's just like, I'm going to pay for this dress because I feel really bad for the tailor. I love it! Petruchio came up with this mask. Okay, this is the first thing that Petruchio has done in a while where I'm like, you know what? I like it. Petruchio's just like, God, I hope Hortensio pays for this gown. And Hortensio's like, I'm going to pay for this because I feel bad. You know, did it take Petruchio harassing his tailor? Yes. But I like it. I like Hortensio less than Petruchio. Somehow. Okay, so then the tailor exits. And Petruchio says, well, come, my Kate, we will unto your father's, even in this honest mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, our garments poor, for 'tis the mind that makes the body rich. And as the sun breaks through the darkest clouds, so honor peereth in the meanest habit. What, is the jay more precious than the lark, because his feathers are more beautiful? Or is the adder better than the eel, because his painted skin contents the eye? Oh no, good Kate, neither art thou the worse for this poor furniture and mean array. If thou accountest its shame, lay it on me, and therefore frolic we will henceforth with to feast, and sport us at thy father's house. And then he turns to Grumio and says, go, call my men, and let us straight to him, and bring our horses unto Long Lane End. There will we mount, and thither walk on foot. Let's see, I think 'tis now some 7 o'clock, and well we may come there by dinner time. And Caterina says, I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2, and 'twill be supper time ere you come there. Petruchio says, it shall be 7 ere I go to horse. Look, what I speak or do or think to do, you are still crossing it. Sirs, let it alone. I will not go today, and ere I do, it shall be what o'clock I say it is. And Hortensio says to the side, why, so this gallant will command the sun. So, essentially, Petruchio is just like, okay, we're gonna go to your father's house so that we can have dinner, and okay, hold on. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, Petruchio's like, at sunrise, we will go to your father's house and we will go have dinner after sunrise. And then Katerina's like, dude, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time, like, if we leave right now, we'll barely make it there by dinner, if not after dinner. And Petruchio's like, fine. I mean, it would be 7 o'clock by the time I got on my horse and got there. But you know what? Fine. We're not gonna go. The end. And Hortensio's just like, geez, this guy's a piece of work. I think Petruchio doesn't have money. I think that's what's happening. Because I literally, like, if he's not paying for things, if he's trying to get out of paying for this hat and paying for this dress, I think he's waiting for, like, the dowry to come in. Because that's what he wants. And I remember him talking to Hortensio and being like, Hortensio, I really need this dowry. So, yeah. Well, I think he has his own servants. So, like, the food is already paid for. But I'm curious if he just doesn't have any money whatsoever. Because it's not like they're eating out. It's just that he has the food there, and he was trying to starve her at first, right? He's trying to starve her for her servitude and for her loyalty, whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna stop here today because we got really sidetracked, and this has been a pretty decent length stream today. Hello, Stardustin. Welcome to chat. However, we will finish Act 4 on Monday, and we'll get into Act 5 as we go, because, like, the first scene in Act 5 is not too long. It's only 4 pages. And then we'll finish it all on Tuesday. Plus, I'm a little bit sore, which is making me a little, like, my arms are already, like, a little bit weak feeling. Like, lifting the book, I'm always just like, ugh. Well, Stardustin, I have good news. Even though you are late, you can always, thanks for the follow, Stardustin. Even though you are late, you can watch every stream on YouTube. You can check out anything that you missed. If you want to check out the streams previously of Taming of the Shrew, you can go in and you can watch them and see what you have missed and get a little bit of analysis as to what's happened. If you want to watch a different Shakespeare stream, you can always watch that too, where we've done Hamlet and Macbeth and what else have we done? I don't know if Romeo and Juliet is up there. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, like, it's just, it's all up there. So if you want to watch it, feel free to tune in there. Yeah, like, honestly, like, he has to have, like, ultimate riz to be able to, like, hustle with all of this not money. Because, again, he promised that Kate was going to get all of his estate and all of his money, but the thing is, if he doesn't have any money, like, what is he going to give her? So, yeah. Haha. Thank you for coming to stream. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like that's a good question. I usually don't reread books very often. I would say for this kind of thing, like, I wouldn't mind rereading these because these are kind of short, and also they're plays rather than just standard prose. So I think it would be easier for me to reread and go over again. But maybe it takes me at least 2 or 3 years. That's all. But yeah, if you are interested in coming to the next stream or seeing another stream, feel free to follow. Feel free to, like, come back, whatever. If not, don't worry about it. If you would like other notifications, I have a Discord. There's a cool community there. People say hello. I have gotten. There's one Shakespeare meme in the Discord right now. So yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm so spacey right now. I think I need to eat a sandwich. But I hope you have a good day. Thanks for coming to the early stream today. This was great. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful afternoon, a wonderful evening,